welcome to this channel. If you are new here, please subscribe, engage with our content, leave a like, and without wasting much of your time, let's get started on the tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll be creating this poster design in Photoshop. So as we all know, in this channel, first thing we do is to create a new document in Photoshop. Got create new, width of 3.5 inches by 3 inches in height, 300 pixels by each, 8-bit RGB color mode, background as transparent, and click on create. So we have a transparent background here. So I'll drag in my image onto my canvas. I will scale it up like this. Now I'm not making use of this woman over here, so I'll go to select subject, edit. So let me save my selection, select, save selection. Number of selection is woman. I'll click on OK. Control to deselect. Now rasterize this layer. Rasterize layer. Now edit. Select. Load selection. Yes, and the channel is woman. Click on OK. Now go to edit and content away share. Let's cancel this. Seems like our selection wasn't perfect. So after we've rasterized our layer, I want to create my guide's view, new guide layout, 4 columns, 6 rows. Margin top is going to be 80 pixels from the top, and on the bottom is going to be 40. No margin on the left, and 0 pixels at the right and left. Clear, no gutter. So now I just created a margin of 4 columns and 6 rows, 80 pixels margin at the top and 40 pixels margin at the bottom. Click on OK. Now to switch to toggle on or off our guides, the keyboard shortcut is Control and semicolon. Control or semicolon. So I'm going to switch off my guides. I'm going to click on a layer, go to select subject. Now I'm going to go to select, modify, expand 2 pixels. Okay. Now I go to edit, content and web shape. Now this has done a pretty good job, so I will click on OK. Ctrl D, find my patch 2, which is this, my patch 2. Select this region over here, and just drag around this rock over here. Ctrl Z that. Make the selection of it accurately and drag this. Alright, so I'm going to bring in another image into my canvas. So the image of this boy. Place, let me all my guides on place them just right here. Scale them down like this. Look sure that it is just between this, the first two rows. His head is centrally aligned towards this grid over here. Let me place his feet a bit like this. Alright, so let's scale him up like this a bit. So scale him up a bit like this. Hit on OK. Yes. So I'm bringing in another image, which is an image of a wolf. So select my image, right click, open with Adobe Photoshop. Yes, that's right. Ctrl to duplicate my image. Select subject. So Adobe Photoshop AI has done a pretty good job. Click on my selection tool to just make some zoom in, link an accurate selection of the four. So I'm just dragging around. So I'm just clicking and dragging over the 4 to make a precise selection on the 4. But I think I know my selection like this. So I want to just create a clipping mask of this layer. Again, then convert to smart object. Then Ctrl C or Ctrl V. Ctrl T to transform, Ctrl minus to zoom out, and let's scale this down like this. Beyond this, click on OK, Ctrl 0 to zoom in, Ctrl minus, let's scale this zoom down a bit again, Ctrl T. I want to make sure that the eye of my wolf is just starting from this grid over here. Ctrl 2, I want to rotate the wolf like this to make sure that his line of contact is coming from here towards the boy. So click on OK, then select the boy and let's drag him towards the bit. I want the line of contact to be perfect. So that is from here. So that means the line of contact is going from here to here. So as you can see, we've established the line of contact perfectly. So Ctrl Z that. Click on Remove Key. Make a selection. Clear a mask around my wolf. I want to soften these edges over here. I'll just using the brush tool. Decrease it in size. Put the opacity on 70. So I'm painting with black and just drag this over here. Alright, okay. Now, what I want to do now is beneath my boil image, I want to create hitting there on the keyboard to set our foreground and background color to black and white. So it's on black, it's on my foreground color. I'm going to adjust my brush angle or orientation. Zoom in. So hitting your arrow keys rotate your brush. So this is the right arrow key. It rotates to the same. Just watch over here as I'm hitting the right arrow key and the left arrow key. You can see that the angle of our brush is changing gradually. So, and your angle brackets to increase the size of the brush. I just tap over here, increase opacity to 100. Just tap underneath its feet to create the contact shadow. Present that one. Let's get the angle right. Make the brush smaller. Alright. So those are the contact shadow. What I want to do now is create a new layer above the layer stack. I'm going to go on my gradient tool. Make sure that my foreground color is on black. Click here. Click on my layer. Click on my gradient layer. It should be on linear. Now I'm going for click on the basics. I'm going for black to transparent. Select this middle one over here. Click on OK. Now let's start from here to here. Open to create a gradient effect. So let's drag it one more time from here to here. So now I'm going to hide my grid by hitting Control and semicolon, which is Control and semicolon to switch to toggle on or off our grid. So I'm going to create another layer above the boy layer. I'm going to create a cleaner mask below to the boy layer. I'm going to still on my gradient tool. Let's create a dark overlay over his feet. So let's drag this from here to here. Drag this from here to here. Okay. Back to my move tool. Then reduce the opacity of that to 80. Alright. So next, I'll be putting in some cloud over this image. Let's see, I'll be using this sky image. Let's drag this image right onto my canvas. Well, let's scale it up like this. Drag it around to something. Now, hide the wolf layer. Let's select our sky. Make a selection of our sky. Okay, so create a clipping mask. Drag this below the boy layer, the layer stack. Review the wolf layer. So go over my brush tool. I want to hide all this layer over here. I want to use my brush to dust it paint with black. So what I'm going to do now is to create a new layer. go to my brush preset and look for a particular cloud brush. Clouds. So I'm going to select this one. Shade X, shoot my foreground color. I'm going to click on my foreground color and not make this fully white, but bit of, not totally white, but a bit of white, this kind of color. F8, click on OK. Put my opacity to 0 to 100 by hitting 0 on my keyboard and just slightly tap over here. You can see we're just creating a bit of cloud. So I make this smaller. Alright. Alright, so let's drag this below the wolf layer. The layer marks of the wolf layer, I'm going to hit B for the brush tool. So I'm going to put my opacity to at 50% and just slightly paint over my wolves, the wolf like this, just to blend in with the sky. So reduce the opacity to 30%. Create that feeling of the wolf being immersed into the clouds. So edges, let me get rid of this totally. Let me zoom in. Increase my opacity to about 90 and use my brush size and click and drag to tell you about this. So I want to create some sunlight coming from this direction and hitting the wolf at this angle. So I'm going to go to my brush tool, select my array of light brush. I have some sunlight brush presets, use of light brush, and I'm going to select this one here. Okay, so I want to click on this brush icon right here and change the brush angle. Let's see. Okay, instead of doing that, let me reduce my brush size, and using my right angle barcode, my left bracket key, I'm going to rotate my brush like this. I'm going to X on my keyboard to switch to white. Select this kind of light yellow. It's kind of light yellow color. Click OK. Opacity to 100 and just tap once. Not of the layer mask, then create a new layer above our layer stack. So let's make that image color. Let me call it the color from this eye. Now it's not yellow. Let me drag this like this. Okay. Adjust the angle, my pressure is smaller, and just tap once. Then put this on screen. Alright. So filter, blur, and blur this out. Filter. I'm going to blur this 3 times. Blur, filter, blur. Then finally a Gaussian blur effect. Create a layer mask, go to my brush tool, select my opacity brush and just brush the ray of light effect over here. So I'm going to create a brightness adjustment layer above the wolf. I'm going to increase the brightness, then Ctrl I to invert this layer. Go to my brush tool, and just slightly paint over and just slightly paint over the layer marks with white, just to give this illusion of painting this paint to make it brighter, as to show that the light rays is coming from this direction and hitting the roof on this side. I'm going to paint all this place to be brighter. So, alright, so that's it. So I'm going to create another layer. It comes out of that layer. Increase the highlight like this. So control to invert and paint with white again. Okay. But then create another curve adjustment layer above the walls. Drag my shadow below like this. And drag my highlights up like this. Drag my shadows down like this. Drag the shadows down like this. What? Click the clipping mat below to the roof. Okay. On my curves adjustment layer, on the layer mask, X to switch to black. Increase my brush size and just slightly paint over the region to remove this over here. Build opacity to 69. This is just giving this kind of combs effect, making this place a bit darker. So let's go over here with hot patterns and then drag this pop a bit like this. And increase this. Let's check. So I'm going to select all of these layers and Ctrl G to group them. I'm going to name this group wolf. Just above the room layer, I'm going to create a new layer. Go on my brush tool. I'm going to slightly tap and paint over here. Put this on screen. Reduce opacity to about 60%. At 50, let me place at 50. Create another layer. These are white and just use your opacity to 100. And from outside of your canvas, just slightly tap the bits, or slightly tap and click. Yes, over them. I think that was better like that. Control 0. Okay, we are getting there. Next, I'll be creating a color adjustment layer above our boy image. Not a layer, a color adjustment layer. So, bring down the shadow, put the clip marks to the boy, and move the link towards like this. Control I to advance my selection. I'm going to zoom in. And to switch to the white. And to switch my foreground and background color. And just slightly paint with white. Paint the white straight like this. So I'm going to create another color adjustment layer. Bring up the highlights with the clipping mask. Go to my marks, invert selection, and go to my layers. Now the mask is being selected and white is my foreground color. I'm just going to paint over his arm like this and over his cap so as to bring that highlight hitting the boy. And over his arm over here. So I want to create another layer. Let's change your saturation layer, clip it to the boy layer. Then increase the lightness, drag it to left like this. Then go to the layer mask, invert the layer. When you're still on white, just paint slightly, brush over these edges like this. Right, it is cap, those brush over, slightly brush over his cap. Let's make the highlights more prominent over here. So above all of these layers, I'm going to create a new layer just above the room layer, and I want to select my gradient too. Into D on my keyboard to switch to my default black and white color. Then link black as my foreground color. Link on the gradient and select this black to transparent. Click on OK, and just from this side, from outside our canvas, click and drag towards the boy like this. So to create this gradient effect coming from the right, so click on layer mask, click on brush tool, switch to black and just paint over here. Yes. Okay. So I want to place some clouds. I want to also place some clouds just below the boy. I want to create another layer. I was using this 466 cloud. So switch to white. Still this lighter yellow color. Opacity 100. And so put the opacity wasn't it to 40 right above my walls layer. I'll create a new layer. So I'll create a new layer here. Click on my brush tool. I'll place some clouds over here. And I'll always put this on screen. I'm going to blur this out a bit. Well, for example, Okay. And let's click on okay. I'm going to drag in an image. I'm going to drag in this flame wire, pull it down a bit like this. Put this on screen. Put this just above the snout of the wolf. Filter, blower, Gaussian blower. I will give it a bit of Gaussian blower here. All those 7. Click on OK. I reduce the opacity to 84. Okay, so I want to increase the highlight over our wall. So I want to my brush tool, select the soft opacity brush until it. So you made the brush smaller. Let's zoom in. So just it's your brush key, just hit it once, tap it once. Alright, so you go to your blending option. So you move it from the tab. Drag this slider to remove it from the shadows and create a split over this and drag this to the left like this. Then I take a like this, click on OK. As you can see, we are creating some kind of highlight on the eye of the wall. Okay, so I'll bring in some bird image. So I want to bring in this bird image via Adobe Photoshop. Click on the object selection key and do slightly drag over this bed over here, Ctrl J to put it on this one layer. Click on the layer window and let it drag this over here. Ctrl J to put it on this one layer. So Ctrl C. Then let's place this over here. Drag it to the top and do it beneath. Scale it down. The second bed, this one, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, scale it down also. I want this one to be just on there. So I'm going to select these two bed layers. Ctrl J to make a duplicate. Ctrl T. I'll flip horizontal. Rotate. Ctrl T and scale them down like this. Select this one. I'll place this one like this. Select this other one and place this one like this. I'm going to create a layer mask above this. Using my brush tool, put the opacity to 50%. Make sure your foreground color is on black. Make sure your brush size and slightly tap over this bed wire, just to blend them with the atmosphere in the sky. And this one over. Okay. And then give this. Alright. Okay. So I'm going to select this third bed. Let's see when I can find it here. Yes, this one. I'm going to give it a motion blur, just a bit of motion blur. All right. So I want to place a fog layer just around my boy image. So I'll drag a fog image onto my canvas. I'm going to drag this layer for my canvas. Thing around there. Put this on screen. Run this over my layer stock. So I'm going to straight it like this. I'll filter, blur, a bit of Gaussian blur. So, change is okay. I'm going to create a duplicate so this. I'm going to get this on more blur and put this on. Let's set a blur of 20. Okay. Alright. So this one opacity of 50. Why this one opacity of 35? So alright. So I take a length like this. So I'm gonna put these two layers, accord them atmosphere or fold. Okay. So I'm going to do another comb layer above my boy image, the boy image. So no, let's do an exposure layer. Let's exposure with the clipping mask. Then drag this down. Select your brush tool. Put this on black, make sure it's on black. Then just gently brush over here on this side. Gently brush over here. Also creating this, the difference between the highlights, the ratio between the highlights and the shadows. So I'll drag over here. Also gently brush over in. So this expression layer is just generally reducing the highlights of the boy image. So I'm just painting with black to give it some the shit to the my layer marks. You can see what I'm doing. Just some glow around the boy. So to create this illusion of highlight hitting the boy. Continue to fit the screen. Okay, so I want to create another solid color. Just make layer here. Put this on okay. Put this on screen. Then create the cleaning mask by holding Ctrl Alt and G. Ctrl I to invert and layer mask. Let's zoom in also again. And X to switch. Hit X on your keyboard to switch between your foreground and background color. She's so just. Alright, so I want to add an overall noise layer over the entire composition. So I'll just create a new layer here. I'll create a new layer here. Fill it with gray by hitting Shift and F5. 50% gray. Click on OK. Then go to Filter. Go to Filter. Noise. Add noise. Then let's increase the amount of grain. Click on OK. Then put this on. Soft lights. So the effect is too much. Reduce the fill. First say. Reduce the fill to about 35%. Okay. So that's good. So let's create a curve adjustment layer here. So I'm going to go to my blue. I'm going to bring up my blue and the shadows like this. So I'm going to drag down my blues and the highlights to bring back some yellows over here, as you can see. Like not too much, but just a bit. Try and the shadow, bring it up like this. Just a bit like this. Okay, so I'm going to go to my gray, drag this down like this to give us this red look, then bring it up in our highlights. I'm going to go to my reds. Those drag this up and the shadow like this. Okay, so I'm going to get down curves adjustment layer again. Then go to my blues and just drag this down a bit, so just to create another cyanin overall cyan effect, but I don't want this to be in the shadows, so I'm going to bump it up a bit in the shadow like this. Okay, so I went to my rock layer, so I want to make a selection of this rock. So I'll go to my selection tool, I click selection tool, so clicking on this image, I want to make a selection on my rock over here. Down. So I'll create a color adjustment layer, color adjustment layer, drag this up. So bring down my shadows. So drag the shadow like this, bump it up, make the rock a bit darker. So increase the midtones and then drag this down like this. Alright, so I don't want this detail of this feet to be that obvious, so I will still go to my boy layer, to the valley that I made over his feet. I will just slightly X on my keyboard and slightly brush. Control this right to select, go to my brush tool, then increase my brush size. I just slightly tap, draw this over his feet. What is it? Was to blend them out a bit, so I'll just do this down a bit. Okay, so I think that is kind of looking good. So let's go to the top of our layer, then outside the under curves adjustment layer here. So drag this down at the midtones a bit like this. So go to my layer, click on invert and feather this out like this. Click on my curves adjustment layer icon again and let's drag this down further. So I don't want the effects to be on, so let me just properties, let me feather this a bit. Let me do this further. So I don't want the effects to be over here. I see that the effect is applying over our whole image and it's a bit too much, so I'll just reduce it over here. I'll switch black to my foreground color, put opacity on 50 and just slightly brush over our wolf image. So I just want to give this I want to put more clouds over here above our wolf image. So what I'll do now is to drag a cloud image onto my canvas. So I'll be dragging this cloud image onto my canvas. Let's place it like this. Put this on screen. Let's drag this beneath our overall. I'll make our adjustments. So make a duplicate of this. And drag it like this. Then filter, blur this one out a bit. Gaussian blur. Put this on 4. Yeah, 124 just 4.6. Reduce the opacity to 80%. Well, then on the second cloud image, this other one. I think I'll love this to be like this. Then I'm going to filter, blur, and then motion blur this, angle 0, then increase the distance, put it as 14, okay. Then opacity at 50. We also create until this down like this. So then just created a layer mask over here and just a base over a slot like this and use it. Okay, I think that was good. That was working like that. So I'll create another adjustment layer here, which is the right bar adjustment layer. Just give it a bit of right bar and just bump the right bars up like this to about 30. And adjustment layer, then I'll be using not our shadows to be more cyany. So I'll be using the color palette adjustment layer to the shadows, then bump this up a bit towards the blue. And so I highlight, drag this towards yellow, yes, and give this a bit of reds, yes. Then our selective color adjustment layer, then go to that should be my yellows, then increase the cyans a bit. So in our yellows, bump up the cyan a bit. Bump up the yellows. Then in my reds, bump up the cyan and cyan a bit and bring up the magentas like this. Okay. And so what it's just doing, just some subtle effects. So I'm going to group all of this and call it adjustments. Okay, so I want to create a new layer over this and holding Shift Alt Control E. I want to merge all of this into a single layer. I'm going to convert it to Smart Objects. I'm going to go to Filter, Camera Raw Filter. So I'm going to increase the exposure in this image to 0.05, then increase the contrast. So about 1, then increase the highlights, then decrease the highlights, then reduce the temperature, just reduce temperature to 3, then bump up the vibers a bit again, and increase the texture, then give this, increase the clarity, And let's add a bit of sharpening to this, just to give it that cinematic look. And let's add a bit of vignettes to this, or at least our vignettes, unless in this one, and then the one underneath. Yes. So I will be doing some vignettes over here, just the bits of vignettes, so like this. Posts like this, so what we call booking. So there you have it. That's how to create this composition in Adobe Photoshop. So if you love any of my videos, please subscribe to the channel. Do leave a like, drop a comment in the comment section, and I'll see you in the very next one.